Hello everyone, welcome to the Inspire Plus Healthy Happy Heptathlon. We have set you an athletics PE lesson of 7 activities, 7 challenges for you to try at home, at school, somewhere safe that you can do so. You can compete with friends virtually, compete with family, compete with fellow pupils in school. Make sure you take your teachers on if you are in school. You go record all your results in these activities and then you can come back in 4 weeks' time and see if you could beat them. We are going to go through all 7 activities, show you how they're done. Feel free to pause the video as we go or watch the video and then go back and have a go yourself. For every activity you take on, we'd like you to like the video so we can see you've done it, and feel free to comment with your scores below if you want to. So the first challenge of the Happy Healthy Heptathlon is the 100-metre sprint. Now the world record set by the one and only Usain Bolt, I'm sure you all know his celebration, is 9.58 seconds. So what we want you to do in your space available is mark out an area. I'm using some bottles of comfort here and I've marked out an area of 5 metres. So mark out an area, measure it out, approximately one big stride. If you're a child, a really big stride is 1 metre long, so you know how far you're going to cover. You're going to time, get someone else to time for you 9.58 seconds. Keep account of how many laps you complete in that time. And if you're halfway through a lap when the timer stops, have something with you can drop as a measurement. And then we'll see how far you get. Can you get close to 100 metres in that time? Are we ready? Okay, so get yourselves in your starting position. We need an athletic starting position, don't we? Make sure you've got someone with a stopwatch. 9.58 seconds is what we're going for. Okay, here we go.
On your marks, get set, go!
Oh, it's slipping.
Stop!
Oh, we're there. So that was 5 laps, and then we were coming back this way, weren't we? So 5 and then 1, 2, 3. We'll call that 3. So that's 28 metres I covered. Nowhere near 100 metres is that. So write down your score. Make sure you mark it down to 28 metres I got. Let us know what you did. If you did the 100 metres, hit the like on the video so we know you completed it, and then we'll move on to the next challenge. Alright, so event number 2 of our heptathlon is the balance test. Now for this there are 3 options. We have a bronze option, we have a silver option, and we have a gold option. Up to which one you choose. You're going to balance for a maximum of 60 seconds, 1 minute on your right foot and then your left foot, and then using those numeracy skills you're going to add your times together to give you your total score. The bronze level of this exercise is just standing on the ground. You're going to hold one ankle, balance on that foot, keep your time, keep your score for that one, and then swap over, balance on your other foot, and then add those scores together. The silver level of this activity, you're going to find something nice and smooth, okay, not too high, maybe a piece of wood, and again, balance on your right foot, and then on your left foot, add those scores together. The gold level of this exercise is finding something a little bit uneven, a cushion, a pillow, something soft, something off the sofa off the bed. Make sure you ask permission before you take it though. And you're going to try and balance on your tiptoes. Okay, so we're not going on the flat part of your foot, we're going up on your tiptoes, and we're going to see how long we can balance like that. Remember, you are only going for a maximum of 60 seconds. We don't want you stuck there all day. I'm going to go for the silver level of this exercise. So I'm going to go for the piece of wood and then add my 2 scores together. So hopefully your timer is ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so we're using our balance, so we need to be up nice and tall, head up, try and keep your back straight, use your other arm for balance if you need to. It helps if you look into the distance, maybe pick something to stare at. If you're in your living room, in the garden, in the school hall, wherever you might be, pick something on the wall, in the distance you can stare at, and hopefully that will help you keep your balance. Remember, we are going for a maximum of 60 seconds. If you get 60 seconds, that is your limit, that is your cut-off point. Not sure I'm going to get there. If you're getting wobbly, keep that head nice and tall. Try and concentrate on your breathing. Oh, and we've gone. Okay, so that was our time there. What was my right foot score?
35.
So 35 seconds. So whatever you got on your right foot, write that down. Now we're going to go to the left foot. Now, I'm sure most of you will have one foot that's stronger than the other. Left foot's definitely my weaker foot. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I've got off to a shocking start. And I've gone already. That was appalling. I'm sure you will do much. My right foot was much stronger than my left foot. Add both your times together. So I got 35 seconds on the right foot and 5 seconds on my left foot, so that gives me a total score of 40 for our second activity. Let us know what you got, write it in the comments, like the video if you've taken on that exercise, and we will move on to the third event in our heptathlon. Our third event of the heptathlon is the ladder climb. Okay, now for this is testing our agility, so a skill that's used in a lot of sports. If you're a footballer, a netballer, rugby player, hockey player, lots of team sports, individual sports as well, like tennis, badminton, they all use agility. Okay? Now for this ladder test, we're not asking you to climb a ladder, we're going to do it on the floor. We need you to mark out a ladder of 13 squares. Okay, now you might be able to use some bits of paper, some pens you can look at the side, some cones. I'm going to use my trusty bottles of Comfort once again. Other brands are available. And I'm going to use the slabs in the garden here as the squares. So they are different sizes, but that will just add to the challenge. What we're looking for is you to put both feet in each square of your ladder. So each section, both feet must go in at each time. No cheating, no missing a square. We want you to do it 3 times and record each time individually to see which was your quickest run. Okay, so run number 1, I shall start from the bottom here. Okay, here we go. Over to you.
On your marks, get set, go! .2.
5.2 seconds. Okay, so write that score down so you remember it. Head back to the start and we'll go again. Remember, we're looking to get your knees up nice and high. No missing any of the squares. No cheating. We're watching.
On your marks, get set, go! Ooh, 6.2.
6.2, bit slower on that one. Okay, we've got to go for this third one now. So back to the start, get yourself ready to go again. Remember to use your arms to pump, keep your chin up as well, head nice and tall if you can. You can probably do it better than me. Here we go.
On your marks, get set, go! .7.
Oh, okay, so write all 3 scores down. Which was your best score? Write it in the comments box, which was my best run.
5.2.
5.2, I'm happy with that. Let's see what you got. Hit the like button if you've taken on this event. Oh, I'm out of breath. Did you know that doing ladder climbs can burn more calories than going for a run? So it's a great way to help build endurance as well as agility. Why not challenge yourself to do that 8 times a day? Or if you're feeling brave, do a 2-minute blast of doing that constantly, non-stop for 2 minutes. See how many times you can go up and down the ladder. And remember, no cheating, we'll be watching. Right, we're on to event number 4 of our heptathlon. This is the standing long jump, and we're going up against the world record. Now, the world record was set by a gentleman called Mike Powell, and it is 8.95 metres. Okay, we're going to see how many jumps you take to complete that distance. Now, that record was set in 1991. So let's see how many of our jumps can get to reach Mike's record. To do a standing long jump, we're going 2-footed to 2-footed, okay? So you're going to be taking off on 2 feet and you're going to be landing on 2 feet. When we do this, make sure we swing our arms and push the hip forward as we take off, and make sure we're bending our knees when we take off, but also when we're landing as well, so we have a nice soft landing. Okay, we don't want to be smacking that floor hard, do we? Okay, so 8.95 metres for me is the length of the piece of grass here. So I'm going to see how many of my jumps can fit into that distance, and that will be my score. Let's see, I'm going to start from this end. So remember, it's 2 foot to 2 foot. There we go. 1, 2. Oh, I was a bit unbalanced. Don't fall over. Make sure you keep your balance. That's 3. Oh, that's 4. So 4 of my jumps. Mike did that in 1. That's a long way. So 4, that's my score for the standing long jump. See how many jumps it takes you. Write it in the comments. Hit the like button when you've taken on this event, and we'll move on to the next part of our heptathlon. Right, we're on to event number 5 of our heptathlon, and this is testing your shuttle run. So how quickly are you over a certain distance, and how quickly can you turn as well. And we want you to get a space that is approximately 10 metres long. If you haven't got a space that big, you might have to do double the amount of runs. If you can fit 5 metres in, you're going to have to run twice the number of laps. Okay, your challenge is to run there and back across your distance 10 times. So we're going to go from one end to the other and back. That's 1, and we're going to do that 10 times. Okay, you need your trusted partner to keep time for you again, and we're going to see how long it takes you to cover that distance. Now remember, when we're turning, we're not going to be twisting at our knee. So when we turn, we're getting to the end, we're planting our foot, and then we're pushing back off. Okay, we don't want to be twisting anything. If you're doing it outside on grass, try and make sure it's dry. If it is a little bit wet, don't do it on the grass while it is damp. We don't want anyone slipping over. Okay, right, here we go, starting at one end.
Go. One.
Make sure we're planting that foot.
2.
Pushing off every time.
3. 4. 5.
Okay, keep going down, don't slow down.
6.
You're over halfway through.
7.
Whew.
8.
Keep going, last one.
9. 10.
Whew.
Stop.
That's quite a long time. Hey, make sure you get a drink after that one. Get your breath back. What was my time?
1 minute and 4 seconds.
Not bad. Okay, see how you did it there. Write your time down. Let us know how you got on. Whew. Keep a score of it as well. And hit the like button if you did it. Well done. Right, we have nearly completed our heptathlon. We are on event number 6 now, and this is the standing triple jump. Now, the world record for this was set by Jonathan Edwards for Team GB, and it's 18.29 metres. Massive distance. Okay, now you could try and see how many jumps you could fit into that. You're going to need quite a big space to fit 18.29 metres in, aren't you? So we're going to go and just see how far you can cover in a hop, skip and a jump standing triple jump. So to do this, you start on your 2 feet. You're going to take off with one foot as a hop. You're then going to skip onto your other foot when you land, and then you're going to jump and land back on 2 feet. Okay, and you're measuring the distance from where you start. Got my comfort bottle here again. From where you start to where you'll land. That is going to be your score. Okay, let's see how we go. Take your time with this. Remember, try and keep your head up again. Use your arms to help propel yourself forward, and keep bending those knees on takeoff and landing. Okay, here we go. So we're going to start with a hop. I'm going to start right footed. So it's hop, skip, jump. Oh. Hopefully you landed there without falling over. Turn yourself around and measure how far you did. Remember, one big stride is about 1 metre. Okay, so we're going 1, 2, 3, 4. So I call that 4 metres, maybe a little bit under, but I'll be kind to myself. So 4 metres, write the score down of what you got. Again, let us know your score there. Hit the like button on the video if you completed this event, and we shall move on to the final event of the heptathlon. Right, we are on to the 7th and final event of our Healthy Happy Heptathlon, and it is the speed bounce. Okay, now for this you're going to need an object to be able to jump over on the floor. Could be a cushion, could be a teddy bear, anything you want. Me, and I'm sorry if some of you don't like this, I'm going to go for my trusted Liverpool scarf. Okay, nothing finer than that. You're going to lay your obstacle on the ground, out nice and straight, and we're going for 2 feet to 2 feet, jumping over it without touching it. Okay, to get your score, you're going to go for 20 seconds and see how many times you can bounce over. So that would be 1, 2, 3, and so on. Okay, once again, if the grass is wet, please wait until it's dried so it is not slippery. We don't want anyone slipping over. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Stop.
Whew. 51 I got there, that was my score. 51 times I bounced over the tremendous Liverpool scarf. Write down your score, let us know what you get, and then we're going to see how you got on for your final results of the Healthy Happy Heptathlon. Right, so that completes our Healthy Happy Heptathlon. Well done to all of you for taking part. You should now have a list of scores. Okay, so get all your scores. Now you're going to add these scores together. You might need a calculator to help you here, I did, but hopefully you've got some really good numeracy skills to help you add them up. Now for any scores, you've got a minute. So for example, the shuttle runs, I got 1 minute and 4 seconds. I need you to turn that into seconds. Okay, so how many seconds are there in a minute? 60, so I'd have 64 seconds for that. So add all your scores up. Now my total was 170.2, so 170.2. Please do let us know what your score is. Keep that score safe, and why not take part in our heptathlon in maybe 4 weeks' time? See if you can beat that. Challenge any of your family, challenge any of your school friends, get those teachers involved, or challenge your friends virtually and see what score they get. Well done, hope you all enjoyed it. Keep safe everyone, and we will see you all soon. Bye bye.